Hey everyone, this is John from Rad Relics, and today I'm going to be making a video showing you guys how I have designed my store, set up my store categories as to circumvent the idea that you have to promote everything from the moment that you list it.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation.
A lot of people, they just promote when they list new items, and I think that that's just a complete and total waste of revenue, time, energy, and you're just giving eBay money. What I have found is that you typically sell a lot of the items that you list. If you list something within, on eBay today within 90 to probably 90 days, if you're going to sell it, you're going to sell it that quick. If it's a good selling item, someone's going to come along and pick it up. Anyways, what I have done is I've designed my store in a way to where I can list my items and then I can go back after 90 days and promote those items. I'm not a firm believer that people come to your store to be repeat buyers. They're not coming back to your store to shop. There are literally millions of eBay buyers out there. I don't think somebody, unless you're a famous YouTuber or celebrity or you're selling maybe really rare items and that people come back and buy because you're one of the few sellers on eBay of that item. Or maybe you have a store where you're selling postcards and somebody really likes you and they're like, oh, I'm going to go back to this guy because he's going to give me quality stuff. Whatever. I'm not that guy. I sell different stuff. I am an everything eBay seller, and I think you should be too. I think that's the only way to be really successful on eBay is to be an everything eBay seller. For me, it's what works because I live rurally, and if I didn't sell everything, I would be in trouble because there's not enough of one thing to sell. I've said that. I know some of you will disagree with me, and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinions. But what I'm going to do is show you my eBay store. I've actually got it pulled up here. And as you can see, I've got my listings. And the way I organize my store is I do have some categories. Like I have a yearbook category. I have a hat category. This is a car parts buyout that I did years ago. And then anything that was previously listed, I think the oldest store category I have is 2022. Anything from 2021, it all gets put and make an offer, gotta go. A lot of this stuff I'd probably just need to start delisting and finding other ways to sell it. We do have antique booths and flea market booths, so that's going to be my plan over the winter is to start getting some of the older stuff off of eBay, because I believe that if you have 3,000 good items listed on eBay, that you can make an incredible amount of money. I currently have right at 3,000 items listed, and we are doing $11,000 a month in sales. But I can tell you that probably half of my listed inventory is dead inventory. Now, I don't know if there's any truth to the idea that the more dead inventory you have in your store, the fewer clicks and views you get. I don't know. I've never tested that idea. I don't know how you would test that idea. If anyone knows, let me know down below. But the way I have set up my store is I have set it up with categories like here's 2022, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. And apparently I have nothing left from November and December that are listed in those store categories. That's why they're not showing up. Here is 2023, and then we have 2024. And then we have 2025, and before long, I will be setting up my 2026 store category so that I can list. Okay, so theoretically, today is what? The 2nd of November. So what I do when I list stuff today is I actually would put it in my November store category, and I don't promote it. Well, actually, I have been testing a 2% promotion on new items listed to see if it would give me a boost. And it did give me a boost, so I've kind of left it there. But I typically promote it around 5% for anything that's older than 90 days. And this is why, because a vast majority of the items that I list, the good stuff typically will be sold if it's not overpriced. Within the first 90 days of it being listed, and anything that's left over either needs to have a significant discount taken on it or needs to have I need to reevaluate the pricing structure of it. that, or I just need to promote it heavier so that it gets above my competition. And not any one of those are right. A combination of one, two, three, four, five different things, anything that you could think of, would probably be right to help move your merchandise, taking new photos, better item descriptions. But I've been using ChatGPT or GPT, whatever the hell it's called. I've been using that to help create my listings, and it's worked fabulously. My sales have never been better. They're through the roof. It's putting keywords, SEO optimized titles. I would love to try a listing program. So if anyone out there is watching this and you've got like an AI listing program, I would be curious to have like 30 days to access your listing program, try it, and then give my opinion on it if you want that. I don't want to pay for it. I just want to try different ones to see which ones that I like, and I maybe can send some customers your way. That being said, so what I do is I list my items for 90 days, and then after 90 days, I can go in and I can set up a sale, a markdown category for that item in that store category that doesn't have a markdown sale already. You can go in, you can select the store categories that you want. So say we're in March of 2026, and I want to do, that's January, February, March. So I want to do November and December. So I go in, I go to my eBay. I'm not going to walk you guys all the way through this. You have to, you'll figure it out on your own. But you go to marketing and like, where is it at? Advertising. Okay, it's under advertising. You go to campaigns. You create a new campaign for those 2 months, and you can set it at 5%. And it works. It really works. Now, what I have to do is go in and end the ones that are at 2%, and then wait for those to drop off, and then I can go back in and promote a 5%. But if we look at my reports here, let's see if one of them here, maybe under performance. Yeah, I did in the past 90 days. I did $33,400 in sales. The past 30 this month, I'm at 14,000, almost $600. And the past 7 days, we've did around $3,100. My selling costs, it shows you that my net sales were $9,252, and my listing impressions is 6,672,695. Click-through rate's about 0.4%. Now maybe if I got rid of some of the old crappy listings, that it might go higher. I'd like to know what your click-through rate is. If you would, let me know in the comment section. Sales conversion rate is 1.2%. It's down 0.2%. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's go to advertising. Let's go to the dashboard here. I've got 6,669 clicks. I've sold 143 items, which is up 14%. So I think I'm listing more, promoting everything at 2.4% seems to be helpful. I've sold $8,155 through the campaign performance, and it only cost me an extra $210. I don't like giving eBay more money, but I try to minimize that as much as possible. So what I'm doing is kind of, what I'm doing is essentially trying to minimize the amount of money I have to give eBay, to wrap it up, to make it all in a nice little package. I'm not really good at educational videos. I'd love to show you guys what I sell, talk about eBay and stuff like that. But I think most of you, if you're intelligent enough, you're getting what I'm saying. You're getting what I'm laying down. There's no need to promote brand new items because the organic search on eBay is going to push brand new listings farther than old stale listings. So when you promote new stuff, you're just wasting your money, because if you're buying good items, people are going to search those items out, and they're going to, if it's stuff that people are actually looking for, you don't need to promote it. It's organically going to show up in the search. And if there's not a lot of competition for stuff, you don't need to promote stuff unless you're listing an item that there's maybe 100 listed or 50 listed and maybe 25 have sold or 50 have sold. If the sell-through rate is low and your and like there's a lot listed, I guess is what I'm trying to say, maybe it's worth promoting. But I think the idea of promoting everything is crazy. I think that you're just giving eBay money. I think that they want you to, because they want you to believe the lie that nothing will sell unless you promote it. And I test this stuff out all the time, trying to figure out what's best for me and what's best for my business. And I firmly believe that if you don't promote anything for the first 90 days, let it organically stew in its own juices, it's going to sell. You've seen my sales. I've shown you. It's not hurting my sales, guys. I mean, I'm not bragging, and I know I'm not making the most money on eBay, but if I'm making $10,000 a month on $15,000 in sales, I'm living pretty good. I'm doing okay. I can pay the fees. I can pay all that. And even if you count 50% of $9,000, almost $10,000, if you count a 50% cost of goods, and I'm doubling my money after fees on everything, I'm still making $5,000 a month, and that's just through my eBay. We still have our Facebook business. We still have our booth business. I still have my auction that I sell stuff out of. So we're doing $7,000-8,000 a month. We're making, and not rich, but I'm living comfortable. That's nearly $100,000 a year for this fat guy. And as you can see, I'm pretty fat. I am not losing weight. So if you would go down, maybe hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. I appreciate it. I hope this kind of clears things up. I hope that you would try this. I really think that unless you're just selling stuff with a lot of competition, which I don't know why you would be doing that, learn to pick, be a better picker, especially if you're going to be an everything eBay seller. You got a phone on you. You got AI. It's never been easier to be a reseller. Just figure out what works, look stuff up, be diligent, don't be lazy. If you're lazy, that's the number one killer in this business. Lazy resellers will never make it. You've got to be willing to put in the hard work. Just like any business, any job that you do, you're going to have to be willing to put in the hard work. Go out there, stay on the field, run the play, and do what you got to do. So you guys, appreciate you for watching. Just leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button.